Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to Disney's Coronado Springs Resort. This is a resort in the moderate category. Today we're staying in room 7159. This is in building 7A and I can't wait to show you around. It's honestly pretty cool, pretty different. Definitely different from what we've been seeing recently. So let's flip you around and give you a look. First thing you'll notice when you step in this room is Russell. How you doing?
Captain chair.
How are you feeling in this chair?
It's okay.
It's okay?
You know what though? It's a nice place to sit down and put your shoes on as you walk out the door.
Yeah, get yourself settled for the day.
Yeah.
But that's not the main, I mean, we love that you're here, but you're not the main reason we're here. So let's take a look at this room. So the first thing you'll see when we step into the room is that there isn't much of an entryway. Yes, our bags are right here, so don't mind them. But of course, this is a moderate category hotel, and so we don't have too much entryway right in the door. However, because we have this chair here and there is no other furniture, there's a lot of space here.
Yeah, there's plenty of space. Like, you got plenty of room. You can put luggage on the side of me. You can even move this all the way over and have even more room. Does this swivel? I take back what I said about this chair.
You like it better now?
I like it much better now.
Now, do we have a plug back here?
No.
No plug. Nope. So we can't charge our ECV over here, unfortunately, but there is a plug right here.
Yep.
So that's nice. Of course, we do have this window here. We're on the first floor, so we're gonna change things up and look at our view. I'll tell you what, talk about feeling like you've been transported to a completely different place. This resort definitely has a different vibe.
Right off the bat, one thing that I really like is just the color palette.
Yes.
And this is one of my favorite color palettes anyways. Like, I like the dark browns and oranges and stuff like that. I just like it. So it clicks with me automatically right out the gate.
But this isn't a review. We'll be doing that in a few days. Anyway, so we do have 2 queen beds in this room. You'll notice that they are also updated. So we have platforms for the bed, which means you can tuck luggage and whatnot under there. That's great. Of course, the bedding itself isn't anything to write home about, just the standard white bedding for here at Walt Disney World. And then we have the headboards, which are big, and they do have lights, which is nice. Actually, what is this? Is this a little reading lamp? Whoa! I was not ready for that. Yep, it's a little reading light. So you can turn that light, and oh, I hope you can see this because I can't see anything now. Very bright, that light. Over here, we do have our panel so that we can adjust the temperature. Of course, again, there's our bed. No nightstand on this side, unfortunately. Only one nightstand. And it's rather close to the wall, but it's not too bad because it's so close to the front of the bed, so it's not really much of an issue. Here in the middle of the beds, we do have another nightstand. We have some outlets over here and our switches for all the lighting, and then some more outlets over here as well, including USB and standard outlets. Got our phone right here, and a big good sized nightstand with a very small drawer. And down here we have our safe. Nothing too big, but it'll be a good place to put all of your valuables. And make sure that you are putting your valuables away, tucking them away. I did get a comment from someone recently talking about how they had money taken from their room, the money was left out. That might have been considered to be a tip, so you want to make sure that you tuck that away when you leave the room. Good amount of space between the 2 beds, which, by the way, we do have this nice laminate flooring as well that looks like wood. We have our second bed here. Looks just like the first one. It is on a platform as well. And then we have some artwork. Now, I do want to mention something. You can kind of see it here. We are using a light. This is to help you see things better, but I want to mention this because I know that we want to try and give you the best representation of what these rooms actually look like. And it might be a little bit darker in this room than it comes across in this video. So before we wrap up, I'll do a little twirl in the room with the light off. But this light is helpful to make sure that we can see things a little bit better while we're walking you through. I hope you don't mind. So here is the other side of the bed. You know, we always check to see how much space there is. And I have to be honest with you, it is very narrow over here between the bed and the door. Especially with this, I feel like this is gonna wreck your hips, but I have a handsome assistant to help me out. So we wanna come over here and help us demonstrate the space between.
Oh.
It is kind of tight.
Oh, that's, yeah. I mean, even so, like, my butt is grazing the handle.
Yeah, I feel like you wanna, I feel like you wanna be careful, you know?
Oh, well, I mean, that actually, the mattress is actually pushed over, so hold on. So, like,
Make
with
sure
it
the
actually on the
mattress-
edge, you get a little bit more room. So, I mean, like, can I walk in here? Yeah, but I'm already moving my shoulder and stuff.
It's tight.
I'm tucking rolling out.
Yeah.
Or I'm flipping out. I'm not going this way.
You gonna stick the landing?
Yeah, that's too much work.
All right. So that is just another look right here at the bedding situation. Now let's flip this way. Did you have something to say? It looked like you.
No, there was another,
Get the
there's just another
change.
switch. I was just wondering what it did.
Who knows?
I don't know.
Sometimes it's an adventure with these. Might have to tug on one of those chains in order to get the fan to move. But there is a ceiling fan in here. Maybe it's the switch. You have to put the switch on and tug the thing. Yeah, there you go.
Whoa, ho, ho.
There you go. Sometimes you just have to, you gotta be creative, right?
Can we just say, though, the fact that this has a ceiling fan is amazing?
Yeah, it's
I'm
great.
sorry. The ceiling, like, having air movement in a room is just...
It makes a huge difference.
I'd stay here over anywhere else purely based on that.
So, Russ is gonna sit back in his chair.
Sit back in my chair.
And I'm gonna show you this. Actually, can you stand up real quick so we can take a look at this chair without you in it?
Sure.
I mean, it doesn't look as good without you in it, but here's what this chair looks like for those of you who are curious.
A little creaky. I will say, though. Very comfortable.
Thumbs up from Russ when it comes to the bed. So here is the other side of the room opposite the bed. So we do have a little bit of storage and we have this big long counter, which I really love. Every time we have a hotel room with a counter like this, it helps keep things organized. And so do these shelves. So we have some shelves here. I like that they're not too tall so you can still see up there, make sure that you haven't left anything behind. We've got our ice bucket with some cups for both hot and cold. Down here we do have a Keurig with some different options available to us, including some tea, coffee, decaf, and all the fixings. What's in here? A little refrigerator in here, just like we've seen before. Again, this is more of a beverage cooler. It does not have a ton of space, but it's enough. It's enough to keep a few things cold. Of course, we have this countertop here with a light, which is nice. We do have some plugs. One of them is being taken up by this. So this is the Hey Disney device, which I think is really great. We have given you a full walkthrough of this device in a past video. If you're interested in taking a look at that, I will have a link in the description down below. Also, this is available for purchase on Amazon. So if you want to have this magic at home, you can. It's actually pretty cool. I like it. Anyway, we have some plugs there. We have some USB plugs as well. Again, lots of space here. It's actually more of a desk. Of course, we have a chair there. Coronado Springs is a convention center as well as a hotel. So, few more amenities for the business men and women who are going to be staying here. But it's honestly great for everybody. Got some drawers. Nice and clean in there. We always love to see that. And they close pretty quiet. Can't really slam them, which is great because it keeps these rooms a little bit quieter as well. So that's nice. more plugs over here. Plenty of space to plug in your electronic devices, your Magic Band Plus, all of the stuff, you know. Here we've got a TV. I think it's in a pretty good spot. It's a pretty good sized TV, which is fantastic. Then, of course, remote control that goes with that. Over here we have another big wide space. So among other things, when it comes to location and theming, moderate hotels also have a little bit more space and gives you little spots like this throughout the room to put even more of your stuff. Again, a stroller ECV would easily fit over here. Be a little tight in this corner, but it's doable. We do have that full-length mirror as well as our trash can. And there you are. See, there's the light. Slight upgrade to help us show you more a little bit better. Here's the divider between the kind of living space, the bedroom, and the bathroom space. We like that there is a divider here. We'll talk more about that here in a second, but of course these are sliding doors. They're not too loud, which is nice. Again, keeps the rooms a little bit quiet. And then of course we have this kind of newly reimagined space, which I think is great. Now I don't know what the date is on this. I don't know exactly when this update started happening, but we have started seeing it in different places. This is very reminiscent of Pop Century, and I think the All-Stars now have this as well. Don't quote me on that. Just go back and watch one of our previous room tours at the All-Stars. But we have this big closet here. In this closet, we have extra pillow and blanket. Of course, it's actually a good size closet. We do have a luggage rack, a steam iron, and a ironing board. I love that you have even more places to tuck your stuff with this closet and that it can actually be closed. For me, it feels like it makes the room a little bit more organized, you know, a little less cluttered, makes things just that much nicer. Now we have this little space over here. This is kind of a tight space, but I still like that we have access to it because we can put some things back here, you know, toiletries and what have you. There is a box of tissues right there, and there's an extra box of tissues down below. You can also see that there's plenty of space to tuck some toiletries and all your other necessities back there. Have some storage up here as well. Few dings, you know, from people putting things in here, but that's to be expected. You know, when I am looking at these rooms and ultimately reviewing them, which we will do here on the channel as well, I'm not trying to find a perfect room. I mean, it is nice to have a perfect room, but it's also gonna happen that you're going to have like wear and tear on these rooms. So it's to be expected. We want to note it, but it doesn't really take us by surprise, especially with these rooms. There are so many people staying here, you know? So here we have a giant mirror, which is great. We do have some H2O plus products, although they're not called H2O plus. Well, there's a lot going on, okay? So here, it doesn't say H2O plus, it just says Disney Resorts. Then we have some H2O plus beauty. We've got mouthwash. Wow, that's new. There's a whole thing that's been happening. Disney has purchased the formulas or whatever for H2O plus, so it's still here, just seemingly under a slightly different name, which is great news for a lot of you out there. We have 2 sinks, rather small, but it's always nice to have 2. You can definitely have more than one person get ready here in the morning, which, I mean, who doesn't want that? You know, we don't want to have to wait around for everyone. More cabinet space down here. We've got a hairdryer. See anything over here? No, just plumbing and whatever else you can fit. Of course, there is the trash there and those quiet closed doors. There is space underneath here as well, where you can tuck maybe your laundry bag or whatever. Then finally, we have the bathroom. Now, downside, right off the bat, pocket door. I don't really care for pocket doors. I don't like, ooh, that I like. So there's a little button here, boink, and then you can pull the door out that way. One of my biggest complaints about pocket doors over at very least Riviera is they have this like flat thing that you have to fiddle with. Makes it hard to use. This, so much easier, much more accessible as well, which we do like. So we do have this pocket door. Really nothing fancy about this door. And that leads us into our bathroom. Now this is a kind of small bathroom. It's not too fancy, but it's clean, it's bright, and that's wonderful when we have small bathrooms because it makes the bathroom feel a little bit bigger. Got our toilet there, freshly cleaned. We have some towels. By the way, there are some towels out this way too. I don't know if you noticed them as we were kind of breezing through. But yeah, got some towels, extra toilet paper. Like I said, not a ton of space, but it doesn't really feel cramped. At least not in my opinion. Got some places to hang our clothes and dirty towels. Then over this way we do have our shower. Now I do like that we have this right here. These doors make everything a little bit nicer. It feels a little bit cleaner and a little bit more open, which I do like. Wow, we've got this great shower head. I love these shower heads. So we do have the handheld as well as that rainfall. And this does move. If you're not into kind of using a handheld or the rainfall, you can move this. So it's more like a standard shower head. So that's nice. Of course, we have our clothesline right there and our controls for the tub. Looks pretty clean in here. Of course, it can always look a little bit dirty. I did just step in here, so you might see a mark down there. This is just a kind of grippy bottom. It doesn't look perfectly white, but it definitely doesn't look dirty by any stretch of the imagination in real life. I think maybe the colors are just a little weird here in the video. Then of course, we have our new bottles of product and a little place over here to hold our stuff. So yeah, nice little bathroom, nice little room. We do like this. What do you think? He's comfortable. Now, like I said, I want to do a little twirl around the room so you can see what it looks like without any lights on or any of these camera lights on. Of course, it is a little bit more cozy in here, a little bit darker, but nothing crazy. Like I said, I don't want the lights to really interfere with the review, but I do want them to give you a better look into some of those darker corners so you can get an idea of what to expect, which can sometimes be hard to do when everything's in shadow, you know? Anyway, let us know if that was helpful for you. Also, if you enjoyed this room tour, let us know. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't already so that you can stay up to speed with everything we're doing and so you don't miss our room review, because when we check out, we will be telling you what we thought, not only of this room, but of the resort. But until then, thanks for hanging out. We hope that you had fun and we look forward to seeing you in the next one.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.